Pat Fisher, man, great job today, but also you had a great big one too, didn't you?
I had a big kicker, yeah, somewhere between 5 and 6 pounds, yeah.
It was a grown one, that's for sure. Did you catch it early?
It was my third keeper of the day. Yeah, came out and just annihilated a top water bait, and my co-angler from Japan, you know, we didn't have much to talk about today because of our language, but he was screaming and high-fiving, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
Well, you're from Georgia. You had a fantastic year on the Southeastern Division of the Costas. And here we are at Table Rock, which is pretty far from home, and you've never been here before. So fill me in a little bit about how you broke this pond down.
I made some phone calls before Off Limits, and some pros that I've known for a long, long time, and they kind of put me on a different pattern that I don't like to fish. I'm not a deep water fisherman, and so I tried to find the most dirtiest water I could find on this lake, and I went fishing, and that's what I did. I wanted to throw top water and flip a jig.
Yep.
And when I found this area, it was getting pressured, a lot of pressure by locals and tournament guys. I mean, 190 something boats. You know, you can't find anything on your own. But believe it or not, I was the only boat in there today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had it to myself.
And so we see it a lot in championships like this too, guys just fishing their strength. When you get dialed in on something like this, is this a pattern or something that you can run multiple areas of, or is it kind of one specific area?
It's a pattern that's working on this lake. There's a lot of bait in the backs of pockets, and the pocket that I'm fishing is about as far as you can get. So I've got a little area of fish. When they're feeding, they're pretty easy to catch, but when they're not feeding, you got to slow down and methodically try to catch them with a shaky head.
Okay. So you really got to kind of throw a bunch of different stuff at them.
Well, I thought so. I've thrown probably 20 different baits at them, and this is the best day I've had. I haven't caught a limit since I've been here.
Oh, wow.
Best day I had was up there. I had 4 fish, but they were all 3-pounders. A real good one. So, for here, from what
Absolutely.
I keep hearing, and that fish that I caught today was just a bonus. I mean, that's what put me over the top.
Well, from what I saw in the water and just talking to other guys weighing in here, it's been kind of a thing where you can catch numbers, but the quality is hard to come by. For you, are you seeing that too? Are you catching a lot of short fish?
I am, and I was in practice. I was probably catching 20 or 30 fish a day, but like I said, my best day was 4 keepers. Today, I caught 9, and I only made 1 pass down that stretch, and didn't wear it out too much. Caught them while they were up feeding. It was probably a 50-yard stretch, and it was just phenomenal right there.
Well, I know you've been doing this for a long time, and in your opinion, with what you saw today, being your best day out of that particular spot, do you feel like, is there potential for that again tomorrow?
There's a lot of fish up there. It surprised me how many that were really up there. There's a lot of bait, a lot of gizzard shad, big shad. The largemouth that I caught up there was the most quality that I've caught on the whole lake. 3 pound,
Yeah.
4 of them that I caught in practice. That's why I chose to go there, and I was surprised I was the only boat in there. So, I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, and if they bite, I'll catch them. If they don't, then I won't catch them.
Well, pretty well put, and that kicker could help be the thing that might get you a long ways in this tournament. Good job today, Pat.
Thank you very much.
Bradford Beavers, dude, you caught some fish today on a pond you've never been to before. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I had a good day. It happened fast this morning. I'm praying it can happen again tomorrow.
Well, I just listened to you get interviewed by Jody a little bit ago, and he was asking you if you'd fished anything like Table Rock before, and your response was?
Yeah, I've never seen a lake like this with this much dead timber and this much rock. There's nowhere on this bank that doesn't have rock, and I've never seen anything like that before.
Is the particular way you're catching your fish something like you'd be doing back home?
Maybe a little bit toward the summertime, maybe.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't have a whole lot of experience with fishing rock. Just not that many of our lakes, especially Santee's my home lake, and we have no rock down there. So more of a cypress tree deal.
Well, you mentioned that you had, a few areas. Kind of tell me a little bit about it, because it seems like some of the guys today were focusing on specific spots, and there's a lot of guys too that are burning as much fuel as they possibly can. So which side of the fence are you on?
Yeah, I didn't burn a whole lot of gas, but I found one place in practice where I had a couple bites, and I idled around for 8 hours one day looking for more places like it. I found 6 or 7 other places, but I fished all those today, and it seems like only 3 of the spots had keeper fish on them. All of them seemed to have a fish on them, but a lot of them were short fish.
Okay. Did you catch? Well, I was going to say, you mentioned short fish. A lot of guys are catching fish. I mean, I watched guys today catch 20, 30 fish. How many keepers did you catch?
I caught 7 keepers. And most 5 of them come in the first 3 hours, and the rest of them were at the end of the other 2 were at the end of the day, but the ones I weighed in were the ones early in the morning.
Do you have any sort of backup plan? Because you also mentioned that you're kind of all in on the thing you're doing.
Yeah, I've got no backup plan. If I get halfway through the day tomorrow and it's not working, I'm going to keep on doing it.
I like it. Well, man, you're off to a good start, and with as tough of a tournament as this is right now, that could take you some places. So good luck tomorrow, man.
So, yeah, I appreciate it.
Okay, Chris Jones, man, you come over here from Oklahoma here on Table Rock, and man, you catch them. It was tough for a lot of people, but you're off to a good start.
I am off to a good start. It's you can't win it on the first day, but you can sure lose it. So I just wanted to keep myself in it. I knew there was some fish there where I was catching them at. I didn't know really what size they was until today. I had a few more opportunities to have even a bigger bag than what I did. I had a couple big bites that didn't hook up, but maybe I'll get them tomorrow because they're still there.
Well, the big thing I think we heard from pre-tournament reports is catching fish, not really the issue. It's catching keeper-sized fish is the big deal. Did you catch a lot of keepers today?
I did. I had like 10 keepers today, and I did have boat trouble, so that was one of the issues. And I'm actually back before check-in right now. I had 45 more minutes to fish, so I was just lucky. A friend of mine from back home was actually in one of the areas that I was in, and when I broke down, and he actually gave me a ride back, and he had a 3 o'clock weigh-in, so I had to come back early with him. But we both had, he had like 12 pounds. Zach Burgess, who had it, he had like 12 pounds, and I had the 14. So I mean, we went around some fish. And he told me he was going to let me have the area tomorrow because he said I had more than he did. So I mean, heads up to him. He's just a stand-up dude. So.
Well, the other thing too, we've talked a lot about the fall, the lack of fall-like conditions. It's got fish kind of spread out. From just me being on the water today, I saw some guys fishing offshore. I saw guys fishing shallow. Are you sampling a little bit of everything, or do you have kind of one specific pattern?
I'm running one pattern. It's a fall thing we do back home. I couldn't get on the deep bite out here. I'm just fishing my strength, and that's one reason I'm glad I found what I found, because it's something that I wanted to be doing. I done the other stuff for a couple of days, and I just I can't win doing this. I can't beat the locals doing it for sure. So I just kind of done something I found, that I like to do, and it was working, and I got a few bites, and I just kind of ran with it. So.
Well, man, you've had a fantastic year so far on the Costa FLW series, and right now sitting pretty good. Good luck tomorrow, Chris.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Brad Cook. Fantastic day today, man. I mean, 14 pounds, real strong right now. Tell me a little bit about it.
Well, my day started, I had a plan today, had a plan for the week, and it started pretty early and ended pretty early. I mean, I was done, I had the bag by probably 9:30, and I saw 2, jumped a good one. I don't know why it came off. I have no idea why it came off. And I saw another one that was pretty good size, and I thought, you got a pretty good bag. You might want to back off. So primarily what I was wanting to run today, I didn't make it there, so okay. I decided not to.
Hey, that works out pretty good though in a tournament like this.
Maybe. I mean, we'll find out tomorrow. Hopefully I'm right.
Sure.
That's about how I feel about it.
Well, so really, the rest of your day, did you try to just expand on new things?
I did. I tried to work something different, maybe a little bit. Today conditions were a little different than what we've had in practice, and so, yeah, I tried to make. I went toad hunting. Yeah, and it didn't work out. But as far as upgrading that the bag, but so hopefully tomorrow the weather's more consistent. I know we're getting a front, but we should have some sun. I think that helps. That's what we saw in practice, so I'm hopeful. You know.
Well, in terms of the fish you caught, species-wise, what was the breakdown? All largemouths?
Every one of them.
And is that the primary thing? Is you're focusing on largemouth?
Yeah, I can't. I'm not a smallmouth guy. I can catch Kentuckies. I don't think they're enough to win. I don't think they're big enough to win.
Sure.
So yeah, I mean this is a championship, first year for me on Costa. Didn't really go through the BFL ranks, so to be here, I came to try to win something, and so largemouth is kind of what I felt it would take.
Well, the other thing I want to ask you is, from what we've seen, especially on Table Rock in the past, is usually guys have a rotation of a few rods that they run throughout the course of the day. And today I saw the same thing. I saw a lot of guys with like 10 rods on the deck, and they'd make a couple casts with one, switch, and kind of rotate through. But are you a little more dialed in than that?
I have a few rods, but I'm throwing two things.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. I guess since you didn't get to expand on, the thing your primary deal, right out the gate tomorrow, is it make it to that stuff finally?
Definitely definitely. And I'll try to hit it all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to run it all. If I'm lucky enough to make a day 3 in this deal, we'll go fishing day 3. But we're gonna go catch every fish I can tomorrow.
Well, you're out to a great start. Good luck tomorrow, man.
Thank you. Thank you.